In the year 2145, the Korean peninsula is a shining example of harmony between tradition and innovation. The land is dotted with gleaming cities that rise like crystal mountains, their architecture a perfect fusion of old and new. Holographic displays project images of hanbok-clad figures from the Joseon dynasty, while sleek, autonomous vehicles glide silently through the streets. The people, though surrounded by advanced technology, maintain a deep respect for their history, with ancient rituals and customs still holding a place of honor in their lives. Located in the shadow of towering mountains and cradled by the gently flowing waters of the Han River lies the village of Myeomri. Unlike the bustling cities, Myeomri is a place where time seems to stand still. The villagers live in harmony with nature, their homes crafted from wood and stone yet subtly enhanced with invisible technology that purifies the air and grows crops with astonishing efficiency. Here, in this idyllic setting, the people are guided by the wisdom of their elders and the ancient spirits said to reside in the Temple of Peace. The Temple of Peace is a majestic structure, its design a testament to the balance of opposites. Its pagoda-like roof is adorned with shimmering tiles that catch the sunlight, casting iridescent reflections across the temple grounds. Inside, the air is thick with the scent of incense, and the walls are lined with scrolls of wisdom, each one a holographic projection of ancient texts. It is said that within this temple, the spirits of fortune and destiny convene to weave the fates of those who seek their guidance. Every year, on the first day of the Lunar New Year, the villagers gather at the temple to receive the prophecy that will guide them through the coming months. The prophecy, revealed through the temple's most sacred artifact, a floating crystal orb, has never been wrong. It is here that our story begins, with a prophecy that will change the lives of the villagers forever. On the eve of the new year, the villagers of Myeomri assemble at the Temple of Peace, their hearts filled with anticipation. The night is calm, the air cool and crisp as they walk through the temple gates, the ancient stones beneath their feet echoing with the footsteps of generations past. The temple is lit by floating lanterns, their soft glow illuminating the intricate carvings on the walls, depictions of dragons, phoenixes, and cranes, symbols of wisdom, rebirth, and longevity. The village elder, a wise and venerable woman named Halmyeoni Yun, stands before the crystal orb, her wrinkled hands clasped in reverence. The orb begins to glow, swirling with colors that shift from deep indigo to shimmering gold. The villagers fall silent as the prophecy unfolds in the form of a holographic scroll that hovers above the orb. The words appear, written in elegant Hangul, glowing with an otherworldly light. Two hearts, one path, one fortune, two fates. The unity of family will bring the dawn of a new era. But beware, for love without understanding will turn harmony into discord. Trust in each other, for only then will you find the true fortune that lies within. The villagers murmur in confusion, their minds grappling with the meaning of the prophecy. It speaks of love, family, and understanding, concepts they hold dear, but the warning of discord sends a ripple of unease through the crowd. What could it mean? Who are the two hearts? And what path must they follow? Among the villagers are Gina and Huan, two young lovers whose bond is as strong as the ancient trees that line the village. Gina, a skilled potter known for her delicate yet vibrant works, is as gentle as the soft clay she molds. Huan, a talented blacksmith, is her opposite, strong and resolute, yet with a heart as tender as the metal he shapes. Their love is a beacon of hope for the villagers, a testament to the power of unity and harmony. Yet, as they stand before the prophecy, a shadow of doubt crosses Gina's mind. Could this warning be about them? Huan, sensing her unease, squeezes her hand reassuringly, but deep within, he too feels the stirrings of doubt. The days following the prophecy are filled with uncertainty. The villagers go about their daily lives, yet a sense of foreboding lingers in the air. As they tend to their crops, care for their livestock, and craft their wares, the words of the prophecy echo in their minds, a puzzle that refuses to be solved. One evening, as the sun sets behind the mountains, casting long shadows across the village, a stranger arrives in Myamri. He is unlike anyone the villagers have ever seen. Tall and lanky, with wild hair that seems to defy gravity, he is dressed in a curious blend of traditional and futuristic clothing, a flowing hanbok robe with glowing seams that pulse with a soft, rhythmic light. His eyes, sharp and bright, are filled with an intensity that both fascinates and unnerves those who meet his gaze. The stranger introduces himself as Minji, an inventor from a distant city who claims to have traveled not just across space but across time. He carries with him a strange device, a contraption of gears, lights, and holographic displays that he calls the Fortune Finder. Minji explains that this device has the power to reveal one's true destiny, to show the path that lies ahead with perfect clarity. The villagers, though wary of this eccentric newcomer, are intrigued by his invention. The prophecy has left them with more questions than answers, and the idea of uncovering their destinies is too tempting to resist. After much deliberation, they agree to let Minji demonstrate the Fortune Finder, hoping it will provide the clarity they seek. Minji sets up his device in the village square, attracting a crowd of curious onlookers. The Fortune Finder is a marvel of engineering, a bizarre fusion of ancient craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology. It hums with a low, melodic tone as it powers up, the gears turning in perfect synchronization. Holographic images flicker to life above it, displaying symbols of fate and intertwining yin and yang. A lotus flower in bloom, a phoenix rising from the ashes. Gina and Juan, eager to see their future together, step forward as the first volunteers. Minji instructs them to place their hands on the device and close their eyes. The Fortune Finder begins to glow, its lights pulsing in rhythm with their heartbeats. Slowly, two paths begin to materialize before them, one bathed in gold of peace. Gina and Juan are surrounded by family, their love blossoming like the cherry blossoms in spring. They see themselves raising children, their home filled with laughter and joy. The village is thriving, a place of unity and prosperity where tradition and technology coexist in perfect balance. But the second path is starkly different. It reveals a future of conflict and division. Gina and Juan stand apart, their faces etched with sorrow and regret. The village is torn asunder by strife, with families divided and friendships shattered. The once vibrant fields lie barren, the air thick with the tension of unspoken grievances. As the visions fade, the Fortune Finder shuts down, leaving Gina and Juan in stunned silence. The villagers, having witnessed the dual futures, are thrown into turmoil. What does this mean? How can two such different paths lie ahead? And most troubling of all, which path is their true destiny? In the days that follow, the village is gripped by fear and uncertainty. The Fortune Finder's vision has sown seeds of doubt among the people, and those seeds begin to take root, growing into distrust and discord. The once harmonious community starts to fracture as villagers take sides, each interpreting the prophecy and the Fortune Finder's vision in their own way. Some believe the dark path is a warning of what will happen if they stray from tradition, while others see it as a challenge to embrace change and innovation. Families argue over the right course of action, and long-standing friendships begin to fray. Even Gina and Juan, who once seemed inseparable, find themselves at odds. The love that once bound them together now feels fragile, as if it could be shattered by the slightest touch. Minji watches the unfolding chaos with a mixture of amusement and regret. He never intended for his invention to cause such turmoil. The Fortune Finder, he explains, was meant as a tool for reflection, a way to explore the possibilities of the future, not to dictate it. But his warnings go unheeded as the village descends into a state of confusion and strife. In a moment of desperation, Gina and Juan confront Minji, demanding answers. How can they avoid the dark future they've seen? What must they do to ensure the path of peace and harmony? Minji, seeing the pain in their eyes, finally reveals the truth. The Fortune Finder is not a true predictor of fate, but a mirror of the heart. It shows not what is destined to be, but what could be, based on the fears and desires of those who use it. Gina and Juan are stunned. The visions they saw were not inevitable, but reflections of their own inner turmoil. The dark path was a manifestation of their doubts and insecurities, while the bright path represented the love and unity they had once cherished. The prophecy, Minji explains, was never about predicting the future but about understanding the present. It was a reminder that love without understanding, without trust and communication, can lead to discord and division. Realizing the gravity of their situation, Gina and Juan know they must act quickly to save their village and their love. But how can they repair the damage that has been done? How can they bring the village back from the brink of disaster? Determined to find a solution, Gina and Juan set out on a journey to the Temple of Understanding, a legendary sanctuary said to hold the key to true wisdom. The temple, hidden deep within the ancient forest that surrounds Miamri, is a place of great mystery. Few have ever ventured there, and even fewer have returned. But Gina and Juan know that this is their only hope. The journey is fraught with challenges, both physical and emotional. As they make their way through the dense forest, they encounter spirits and creatures from ancient Korean folklore dokebi, mischievous goblins who delight in playing tricks on travelers, gumiho, the nine-tailed foxes who test the hearts of those they meet, and gwizin, restless spirits who whisper secrets of the past. These encounters are not just obstacles but tests of Gina and Juan's resolve. The dokebi challenge their patience and determination, the gumiho tempt them with illusions of an easier path, and the gwizin force them to confront their deepest fears and regrets. At each turn, they must rely on their love for each other, their trust, and their shared understanding to overcome these trials. As they journey deeper into the forest, the landscape becomes increasingly surreal. The trees seem to stretch impossibly tall, their branches intertwining to form a canopy that blocks out the sky. The air is thick with the scent of pine and earth, and the only sound is the rustling of leaves underfoot. Time seems to slow, and Gina and Juan find themselves lost in a labyrinth of twisting paths, each one leading them further away from their goal. But just as despair begins to set in, they come across a clearing bathed in soft, golden light. In the center of the clearing stands the Temple of Understanding, an ancient structure covered in ivy and moss, its stone walls weathered by centuries of wind and rain. Despite its age, the temple exudes an aura of calm and wisdom, as if it holds the answers to all the questions of the world. Inside the temple, Gina and Juan find no priests or monks, but instead a single, simple altar. Upon it rests a mirror, its surface polished to a perfect sheen. As they approach, the mirror begins to glow, and they see not their own reflections but scenes from their lives together, their first meeting, their shared dreams, and the moments of joy and sorrow that have defined their relationship. The mirror reveals the truth. The love they share is powerful, but it is not enough on its own. It must be nurtured with understanding, patience, and a willingness to confront the challenges that life throws their way. The prophecy was not a warning of an unavoidable fate, but a guide, a reminder that true harmony comes from within, from the willingness to listen, to forgive, and to grow together. With this newfound understanding, Gina and Juan realize that the future is not set in stone. The path they walk is theirs to shape, and the fortune they seek lies not in the stars or in the visions of a machine, but in the choices they make and the love they cultivate each day. With their hearts full of wisdom and renewed determination, Gina and Juan return to Miamri. They are greeted by a village on the brink of collapse, families torn apart by disagreements, friendships severed by mistrust, and a once thriving community now divided by fear. But Gina and Juan are no longer the same as when they left. They carry with them the lessons of the Temple of Understanding, and they are determined to restore peace to their home. They begin by sharing their journey with the villagers, recounting the trials they faced and the truths they uncovered. They speak of the mirror in the temple and how it showed them the importance of understanding and communication. They remind the villagers that the future is not predetermined by a machine or a prophecy, but by the choices they make together. Slowly, the village begins to heal. Families who had been at odds come together to discuss their differences, realizing that their arguments stemmed from fear and misunderstanding. Old friends rekindle their bonds, recognizing that their shared history is stronger than any disagreement. The village, once divided, starts to rebuild its sense of community and trust. Minji, The eccentric inventor watches this transformation with a mix of relief and satisfaction. His fortune finder, though misunderstood, has ultimately led the villagers to a deeper understanding of themselves and each other. With a knowing smile, he decides that his work here is done. Packing up his contraption, he bids the villagers farewell, promising to return one day with more inventions and more lessons to learn. As the seasons pass, Miamri thrives once more. The fields are lush and green, and the air is filled with the sounds of laughter and song. The village, now united in purpose and understanding, becomes a beacon of hope for others. People from far and wide come to Miamri to learn the secret of their harmony, and Gina and Juan, now leaders of the community, share the wisdom they gained on their journey. Their love, once tested by doubt and fear, is stronger than ever. They have learned that true fortune lies not in what the future holds, but in the here and now, in the love they share, the family they cherish, and the community they support. The prophecy has come true, not in the way anyone expected, but in a way that has brought lasting peace and prosperity to Miamri. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey through the tale of the futuristic fortune. If you enjoyed this story filled with love, wisdom, and the balance of tradition and innovation, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more captivating folktales from around the world. Remember, the true fortune in life isn't found in the predictions of the future, but in the choices we make today, just like Gina and Juan discovered. Let their story inspire you to nurture love, understanding, and unity in your own life. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep exploring the rich tapestry of stories that connect us all. See you in the next video. Best regards, Folktales of many tribes.